Hi guys, welcome to another video with Mel. Today we are talking about issue 165 of The Walking Dead Opportunity. I've been looking forward to The Walking Dead actually having a major character death, so very, very happy with this one. If you have not read the issue yet, do not watch this video. You will be spoiled, and do not blame me for spoiling you because you watched the video. So, I was right. Well, so far. We don't know if I'm actually right because she's not dead yet, but I was so right about Andrea possibly being the next person dead. So, as far as we can see, she's been bit. Good job, Melissa, on protecting that one. I've been waiting ages for it. It's taken forever. Taken forever. But yeah, it looks like Andrea's days are numbered, so about time, gotta say. She hasn't really played a huge role in Alexandria or the storyline for a while now, so I'm okay with seeing her go. I do like Andrea, but I'm okay with seeing her go. If I had to choose any character to go, I am happy with her to go. Now, if we were talking about Michonne, no. Absolutely not. Or even Eugene, no. But Andrea, she can go. She can go. So, I enjoyed this issue. I thought this was one of the better ones that we've had in the last few months, actually. Of the ones that have been, like, released really quickly over the last few weeks, this was definitely the best of the ones. I'm not really sure why we had the 2-week one really quickly, maybe to kind of build up speed for this one. But it's nice to always have that extra issue in February and usually in October, isn't it? So they like to have those extra issues. I'm happy to have them. So in this issue, we have Negan and Rick working together. Happy to see it, actually. I don't think Rick will ever completely trust Negan, but it's nice to see that Negan's trying to be part of society, I guess. It's kind of hard to read Negan in the comics and trying to imagine him as Jeffrey Dean Morgan, because I still don't feel Jeffrey Dean Morgan in the TV show is the Negan from the comics, but that is completely my own hang-up, probably. Really enjoying Negan in this issue, comparing killing walkers to getting all the women pregnant. Just a great way to describe it. I'm gonna kill all these walkers. It's like getting women pregnant. It's like, oh god, seriously? That is just so Negan, really. And he's like, judge all you want, Rick. This is thrilling. It's just great. So we get Negan, and we get this nice little, like, Nas, like, telling the Walking Dead, really, telling the dead, that's like, you're trying to bite me. No one dies by being bitten anymore. And then, of course, Negan nearly dies by being bitten. So yeah, and Rick stops it out of nowhere. Rick trusts Negan. Rick protected Negan. Oh my god, why is he doing this? So yeah, so you got Negan and Rick working together, and Negan's like, are we friends now, Rick? And Rick's like, you're setting friendship bar pretty low there. I saved your life. I only did it because you are a fellow human being, really, so. But they're working together. We realize that, Eugene is not important to the story at this present moment, so maybe Eugene is expendable, because Cynic finds the radio, with Annie, and hears the people from Ohio, Stephanie, talking over the radio, but she doesn't answer back because it's not Eugene, and she doesn't trust these people, of course. Because why would she? Still suspicious of the radio people. I am going to be constantly suspicious of these radio people until we actually go to Ohio and meet them. I still don't believe they are who they say they are. I just can't get over it. I don't think Stephanie is who she says she is. So we get various people fighting off walkers, including Rick and Negan. I can't remember the people from Magnus' crew that are fighting them off. I really forget their names, unfortunately, but they're ready to go out there. One of them's Kelly, but I don't remember what the lady's name is. And you get Dwight and Laura, who we saw in the show this week. Very happy to see Laura in the show. Don't mind Chris blowing his nose loudly in the background. I'm excited to see it. So, very happy to see Laura on the show. Hopefully that actress continues on. I did like her in the show this week. It was good. So, we see them riding, trying to cover some ground. Sean and Jesus kind of planning, trying to get rid of every one of the walkers, but they're kind of not following where the other people are. Unfortunately, they end up drawing the walkers back towards the others, which is a bad mistake to make. They should have kind of had some kind of signal to tell each other where they were. Not the best thing. I do think this is a very interesting panel of all the walkers falling into the ocean. Makes you think what the actual impact on the environment is of The Walking Dead, because all these dead bodies everywhere would be pretty disgusting to live with. I mean, they would start to decompose, but they're going to get into the water sources, and they're just going to be in every food. It's like these birds here, definitely enjoying a nice dinner. Seagulls would love a bit of rotting flesh, I'm sure, because they'll eat anything. But yeah, you start to think, what is the actual environment? What is the environmental impact of all these dead people walking around and getting into the soil, and this disease is going to be everywhere, really. They're not really going to get over this anytime soon. I do think Eugene's a bit odd, thinking that all the walkers falling into the ocean is beautiful. I don't get it. I'm with Andrea. It's like, it's kind of cool, but not really beautiful. Odd one there, really. And then we got one of the girls saying, I'm not eating out of this fish out of this cove ever. No way. It's disgusting. But they probably will, because all the water's going to be polluted anyway. So we went back to actually the really small panels. I actually like when they do this. I think they should do this for like action scenes. I think it works really well to have these small panels in here. And that's one of the things I really did like about the Whisperer War, that you got more for your money, really. Because even with these small panels, you get so much action so quickly in them. And I really like how they're done in here. And just the fact of movement you get with the characters and everything that's happening and how chaotic it feels. And I quite like that about it, because there's just so much going on. They're all kind of fighting off walkers on their own, or getting involved in things, and it's great. Once again, we see Carl be a leader. Lydia kind of say, I'm alive, I'm in this, I'm gonna help with this. Lydia's really kind of growing on me as a character. I'm okay with that. Yeah, and then we get Dwight, unfortunately. Him and Laura out killing a bunch of walkers. And, of course, their day is ruined by the Saviors. So they are attacked by the Saviors. I still can't believe this is actually happening, that Sherry is our villain, our main villain. I really don't believe this, and it's very confusing, especially watching her on the show, and kind of seeing how Sherry is just nothing on the show, really, and they're going to try and build her into a villain. I didn't really think she was that much in the comic either, but what do I know? Who knows? But yeah, I can't believe this is actually happening. We also see the other dude that had his face burned, so I can't remember his name, but we saw him get his face burned before, so haven't seen him in a long time. So they kill a bunch of the walkers, just shooting off their guns, really. And we have Sherry coming to Dwight and saying he chose his side and pretty much to kill him. And it's like, what? Really? You're going to kill someone that you used to be with? That was just so weird. I can't actually remember this guy's name. Anybody can remind me, that'd be great. If I really can't remember his name. But he goes and he's going out killing Dwight. For a moment, when I was reading this, I was like, really? You're going to kill off Dwight instead of Andrea? That would have been a shock. That would have been an absolute shock if they killed Dwight before Andrea. Because everybody's watching the target on Andrea's back this whole time. And then they killed Dwight instead? That would be completely weird. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Dwight will bounce right back. He'll be fine. Looks like Laura's going to get involved there. I don't think she's someone to be messed with either. I think Dwight will be fine. And I think the Saviors just won't turn out to be that much of a villain. They will just be a one-trick pony. They come in there, they try and charge in there. There aren't even that many of them. How are they going to take Alexandra? They're lucky to have this walker herd to kind of be helping them, really. So we get back to Michonne and Jesus and Dante, and they're just talking about trying to go and help, that they've drawn the walkers away, but then they're realizing, actually, they might have caused more problems. They can see that Eugene and Magnus group and Andrea are trying to get through this herd of walkers. This is not helpful at all. So they're trying to get out of the way. We get a bit of a struggle with Eugene and Andrea, both kind of wanting to be the leader in this situation, and both trying to kind of sacrifice themselves in this way, and it doesn't really work for either one of them. They shouldn't bother. They should have just tried to get away, both of them. But they're both like, I'm going to be the hero here, and really, it's just neither of them end up being the hero. It just ends up being they're about to get killed if they don't get out of the situation quickly. So Eugene tries to be the hero. He ends up falling off his horse. Ugh. And Andrea steps in to try and save him, really. And I'm not sure if this is the right decision for her to make. I mean, yes, Eugene has helped to really rebuild Alexandria and make it the place where everybody's living now and make the society the way it is. But I'm not sure that she should have sacrificed her life for this. I'm not sure about that at all. Especially with her relationship with Rick and Carl. I don't know if this is the right thing for her to be doing, but this is the decision that Kirkman's made for her, unfortunately. So Andrea runs in, tries to help Eugene. Eugene's terrified. He's going to die of walkers. And he's like, why are you here? Leave me. And it's like, God's sakes, Eugene, at this point, you just accept the help. Just accept the help and help the girl, really. And they're just trying to fight them off. Magna, and I think it's Connie, start shooting to try and stop some of the chaos of the walkers. And Andrea runs out of bullets, and it's like they really fight their way out of the walkers. Kind of like how they just did in the show with Rick and Michonne after they killed all the walkers with the cars. Very similar to that. But they make it out on Andrea's horse. Barely. I don't see, they haven't even gotten that far away, but they're like, you made it. And then we realize Andrea has a wound. Whether this is a bite mark or not, we assume it's a bite mark. It could be a bullet shot. She could have a bullet wound there, so it might be a bullet. You would think that you would know you were bit, but sometimes characters in The Walking Dead don't seem to realize they're bit, which I don't know how you could not realize that you have a huge bite in your neck, because I would realize that pretty quickly. So we end on the panel of, oh shit, Andrea's realized she's bit. Her death has been coming for a while, guys. Honestly, they have been pushing the fact Andrea's gonna die forever. So, really, it's just what it is. Although, Kirkman's still kind of trolling us and saying, oh, don't you dare kill Heath, because we saw Heath was in trouble from the cover. And he's like, oh, looks like we'll have to settle for Andrea. Happy? Or will we? It's like, is she actually going to die? Is this just a bullet wound? When we saw Carl get shot in the eye, we all assumed Carl was dead. There was no way Carl was coming back from that. And guess what? Carl's still alive and kicking. So, who knows? We assume it's a walker bite. Might not be. Who knows? Might be a bullet wound. She might escape still. But I think if you pull this, someone's got to die. I don't care who it is. Oh, well, not Michonne. But I don't care who it is other than Michonne. Someone's got to die for this. There's no way you can give her a wound like that, play it up like this, and not have a character death. So I'm hoping there is some kind of character death in it. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty disappointing. So yeah. And they talk about that they haven't needed Andrea for 4 seasons on The Walking Dead TV show. And it's like, actually, you needed Andrea quite badly in some of those places. But let's not dwell on that too much. They could have used Andrea quite a lot in those in the TV show. So I was really happy with this issue. I think it was a great issue. It had lots of action in it. Lots of things happening, lots of different storylines. So we had various people trying to defeat the walkers. We had the saviors come in there. We have a character in mortal danger. Great stuff, really. I really enjoyed this issue. Looking forward to next month. Although I'm back to the month wait. Kind of sucks, doesn't it, guys? I wish there wasn't a month wait till the next one. But luckily we got the TV show to keep us going at the moment. I will talk about the episode a little bit. Did enjoy this week's episode. I can't remember the name of it. Something Calamities. The Eugene-centric episode. Quite enjoyed it. I like Eugene as a character, I really do, and I thought this was a much needed, funny episode, and we need those occasionally on The Walking Dead, because they get too serious sometimes. And we had a little bit with the Kingdom not too long ago, but it was nice to see a Eugene-centric episode, because we haven't had one. It was nice to see the Savior's Compound from a different perspective. And I like that Eugene was showing us that rather than just more of Negan, because I get so tired of Negan. I am happy to see him once in a while on the TV show, but Jeffrey Dean Morgan just doesn't do it for me whatsoever. So I'm happy to see someone else. There were just some really hilarious bits in that made me laugh out loud in this episode. And The Walking Dead doesn't do that very often, but I enjoy it when they do. I'm looking forward to the next episode. The Rick Michonne bits look great. Very happy with that. I also really like Rosita, so I'm happy to see a little bit of Rosita kind of episode going on as well. So hopefully she will start to be more like her comic counterpart, because she's starting to annoy me. So please make her more like the comic. Please, please, please. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hey guys, Mel here. I really want you to subscribe, want you to subscribe, want you to click that button below. Subscribe.